What is going on, guys? It's Sean O'Connell, the managing director here at CinemaBlend, and also the resident Release the Snyder Cut expert.
That feels like an oversimplification.
I want to let you guys know about a very exciting fan-driven event that's coming for all people who love Zack Snyder, who love the DCEU, and who want to learn more about Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Stop right there. I'm in.
But before I do that, do me a favor, go down and hit subscribe, turn on your notifications, and that way, every time we post a new video all about entertainment needs, you guys will be the first ones to hear about it. So the event is called Justice Con, and part of the reason why I'm so excited for it is because I've been tracking the movements of the Release the Snyder Cut family for a long time now, for the point of a book that I'm writing called Release the Snyder Cut. I actually have all the t-shirts to go along with it, and I'm close friends with the people who are putting on this fan event called Justice Con. It is going to be running on Saturday, the 25th of July, and Sunday, the 26th of July, plugging into the absence of San Diego Comic-Con, which is taking place at home this year, but the Snyder Cut family wanted to have a big presence at San Diego Comic-Con, celebrating the fact that they are getting the Snyder Cut of Justice League, and when the plans for San Diego Comic-Con fell through in person, they decided to build their own fan convention online. It's going to have a ton of exciting panels, including one by myself. My man. So let's get to who is going to be at JusticeCon. JusticeCon is being organized by three extremely dedicated Snyder Cut fans, the Nerd Queens, who go by the name of Cole and Nana, and of course Meg, or Wonder Meg, on Twitter. You know them if you're embedded in the Snyder Cut family. They have been fighting so hard for Zack Snyder, for Debbie Snyder, for the release of Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League, and they are the main people organizing this two-day JusticeCon convention. They, of course, will be there to give an introduction to the JusticeCon panel on Saturday that morning, and they also have people from two major organizations that back the Snyder Cut movement, which is Ink to the People and, of course, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Ink to the People works very closely with the Snyder Cut family to create a lot of these fantastic t-shirts that the members like to wear. There's this one that came from San Diego 2018. There's some really great Zack Snyder's Justice League merchandise as well too, with the JL, and then of course there's official JusticeCon merch that these ladies have created for fans to pick up that they want to have for this convention specifically. There are panel badges. There's a great new logo that shows all of the hands of the members of the Justice League team reaching out to the people to sort of show that united this fan base came together and got Warner Brothers to change its mind and release the Snyder Cut. So I mentioned the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and they're going to have a panel on Saturday at 1:15 p.m. Eastern, and it's important because the Snyder Cut Foundation has really backed the AFSP at almost every turn. They do a lot to raise funds for the AFSP in the name of Autumn Snyder, who died by suicide back in 2017. And the Snyders have made AFSP very important to them because of the loss of their daughter. In order to have a charitable aspect to everything that the Release the Snyder Cut family does, whenever they do an awareness campaign to raise the buzz around the Release of the Snyder Cut movement, they always had a charitable component that went to donations to the AFSP. And as of July of 2020, the Snyder Cut organizers have been able to donate over $200,000 to AFSP in the name of Autumn Snyder and Zack and Debbie Snyder and all of the work done for the Release the Snyder Cut campaign. So members of the AFSP are going to be part of JusticeCon, which is totally fantastic and extremely appropriate. And they'll be giving a panel talking about all the work done by the RTSC family on behalf of AFSP on Saturday, again at 1:15 p.m. Now, in addition to bringing on people who are relevant to the movement, JusticeCon is really going to celebrate with some big names who were tied to Zack Snyder's Justice League, starting with Ray Fisher. The Cyborg actor is going to be part of the JusticeCon panel on Saturday evening starting at 4 o'clock Eastern. Ray Fisher has been very vocal in terms of supporting Zack Snyder. He cannot wait to see Cyborg's story arc replaced back into Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's been widely reported that Ray's scenes were left on the cutting room floor, and we can't wait to see how that's restored, and so I'm sure he's going to talk about his work with Justice League, his work with Zack Snyder during that panel on Saturday. Before we finish up on Saturday, I want to mention that Ray Porter, the actor who voices Darkseid in Zack Snyder's Justice League, is going to have a panel at noon on Saturday, and there are some previously unannounced panels that will include cinematographer Fabian Wagner, which is a great get for the JusticeCon schedule, as well as the Mac Daddy panel on Saturday night, Zack Snyder himself is going to be making an appearance at JusticeCon.
I'll give you $25,000 to talk to this man right now.
Ahead of his reported appearance at DC Fandom, which is going to be August 22nd. But Zack is going to be holding court for the JusticeCon convention on Saturday evening, starting at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And I love that on the schedule, it says 5:30 to question mark, because essentially, until Zack is done talking, they're not turning the cameras off. So make sure that you are locked into Saturday's schedule. Now, if you're listening to me yammer about all things Snyder Cut and you enjoy listening to my insights about the DCEU and the work that Zack has done, and also about the book that I have coming in 2021, I will be closing out the Sunday schedule of panels with a conversation at 4:15 p.m. So I believe that I'm going to be interviewed by the Nerd Queens and Meg, and they're going to ask me questions about the writing process, getting Zack Snyder to be an interview for the book, and all the really cool things that have come with documenting the story of the release of Snyder Cut movement. And then once I'm done talking, there's going to be a live streaming of Zack Snyder's Watchmen that everyone is going to be able to participate in. So really just 2 full days chock filled with Zack Snyder, DC, and Justice League content for fans. Now the most important part: can anyone stream the events of JusticeCon? And the good news is, yes, it's not like San Diego Comic-Con where you need a badge. And in fact, I'm curious how SDCC is going to work with its at-home model, but JusticeCon is completely free and open to everybody. So it'll be a YouTube page. We will have the link in the description down below, but this is an event that everyone is encouraged to attend. And I know that people are going to be packing it in for that Zack Snyder panel to find out what he is able to talk about now that we know that Zack Snyder's Justice League is coming to HBO Max. So as we get closer to the Saturday and Sunday events of JusticeCon, just keep an eye on social media. They're using the hashtag JusticeCon. I think they're also using JC2020. You can follow me at Sean_O'Connell, or of course pay attention to CinemaBlend too, and we'll share the links to the JusticeCon convention as it gets closer and closer. But this will be an online event that you can follow from anywhere in the globe, free and open and accessible to all the fans, because they just want to make it a celebration of everything that Zack has accomplished in the DCEU, and of course take a victory lap about the fact that Zack Snyder's Justice League is coming to HBO Max in 2021. So there you have it. JusticeCon is a convention made by fans for fans, and I hope that you guys are willing to attend at least a few of the panels. Maybe you want to come see me talk more about Zack Snyder or Justice League or the book that I'm writing. So do me a favor, head to the comments down below. Let us know if you're planning on attending JusticeCon and which panels you're most excited about, whether it's Zack or Ray Fisher or Ray Porter, Fabian Wagner, or myself. Who knows? While you're down there, again, hit subscribe and turn on your notifications. We have a ton of great videos about all your entertainment needs coming to CinemaBlend's YouTube page, and we want to make sure that you guys get to see every single one of them.